Hello everyone, welcome. Hello Tuba, Grave, Melvin, and G-Bear. Yep, today is the day. The day where we will do our boosters. I honestly thought I had more time. I forgot entirely about it. Oh man. I was not ready to do like what, 60 boosters today? That'll teach us to procrastinate. I even said that we should use these throughout the week. I didn't do anything. And now I'm cooked. So now I have to sit down and do all these boosters. Not that it's a bad thing. I just... maybe I should have kept that in mind. Getting a lot of reinforced earrings. No subs yet though. Hello, hello. Welcome. Just doing some basic dailies before I go and lock myself in one of the training maps for a while. Which is alright. I think I will end up being like halfway to 279 even? I don't know, it's looking... it's a lot of EXP actually. Oh, Tilda. Early stream. If it wasn't going to be today, it was going to be tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'm cooked, guys. Let me check my sequences. Popping everything? I'll pop everything that's expiring. Which turns out to be a lot. Because we have until the end of today to claim it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh. And I know that express boosters aren't affected by EXP, but gotta do them somehow. How many do I have? I have 101, but I'm just gonna use the ones that are expiring today. I gotta go through a lot of them. I'm just gonna pop them as I grind. So we'll spend today just grinding on the RL. It's gonna be a long grind. Now I think each express booster will actually give me about 1% each. So after I use all 60 of them, I will level up definitely. Yeah, it will take me like 2 hours to get through all 60 of them. From the Burning Express? Yeah, that's the one. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's left it to the last moment like this. So you guys are all in it with me. I don't care if it's not max efficiency. I just need to get them done. It stopped being about being efficient. So yeah, reminder for everybody, if you guys haven't done all your express boosters, you have just about 24 hours to get everything done. If you care about it. It is good EXP, I would recommend it, but they're also very long. So I'm just gonna pop them back to back to back. And And hopefully I'll get enough fam cards as well to try for some uniques. I don't really want to be in this map, but can only do so much about it. Can't be too picky about where you're training. It's the only map that I can actually loot money on. But yeah, Burning Express is done technically at the end of today. So even if you don't want to do the burning, or like the express boosters, you should claim the EXP vouchers. Those are pretty good. Gotta not do it on coupon. It's too much to be efficient. It will waste too much time. I'm just popping them off cooldown. You know, no thoughts. Just pop off cooldown. Eventually we'll get through all of them. It's too late in the event to worry about efficiency now. Also, like, being efficient with these boosters it's very tedious, in my opinion. Much like a lot of things in this game. This one is good enough. You know, as long as I'm actually using them, I'm still getting my grind in. That's all it is. Yeah, it's still fine. It's just like take a while. Honestly, the express boosters in smaller maps is probably easier because then you can actually kill all of them. They're not affected by EXP modifiers, so you can just like do whatever you want. I'm sure my duo will be very happy with me getting him extra EXP points too. Because I'm kind of slacking. I've only done 30,000 mobs, and the reset's like tomorrow. Hello, Nixus. The XP modifiers don't work, it's just level? Yeah. So ideally you would go to the map that has the highest level that you can go to. So I guess for me, if I wanted to make the most out of the express boosters, I would go to like the 279 area. But then I won't be able to farm the normal mobs, so I'm just going to sacrifice a little bit of efficiency so I can actually also farm at the same time. If that makes sense. Like, I can't min-max everything at this point. It's too late. They're going to expire if I don't just sit down and do them. So it's just like, I've switched that part of my brain off, and I'm just pressing everything off cooldown. That's all it is now. Almost 3 hours worth of boosters. Yeah, unfortunately that is the case. But yeah, it's for anyone who wants to min-max these boosters, yeah, you want to go to the highest level. Because they scale off your mob levels, whichever map you're on. Not affected by EXP boosters too, so if you've run out of like MVPs and 2Xs, that's also good. But you still kill the normal mobs, so even though these aren't affected, it's probably alright to pop boosters and like modifiers and stuff. It's not the worst. You still kill normal mobs. +1, -1, the best. For normal mobs, I don't think that affects the express boosters. As for why I'm in this map, it's the only map that I can farm while being able to loot maybe 80% of it. I think almost every other map in Shang, I'm not gonna loot more than like maybe 50%. I don't know about you guys, but I do like my fam cards. Getting 278, yeah. I'll finish all of these boosters. I'll easily be 278. I think every single booster gives me about 1%. So I kind of have like a whole level worth of express boosters on me, if I do them all. I don't know if I'll do all of them today, but I do want to get at least 56 of them done, because they're expiring tomorrow. You got this? Yeah, it's fine. It will just take a while. I've just accepted that today will be a grinding day. I mean, I did most of my weeklies already, which is a bit surprising. I got a lot of it done on Hyperion. So, yeah, I actually do have time to just sit down, do this. I do have some more weeklies I need to do on my Arel, but it's probably just like 1 or 2 more bosses. Hello, Keeve. How's my shining? Oh yeah, I did put down a little thing of my shining. This is what I did. Yeah, I've definitely had better shining. But it's fine. I'm looking forward to the next shining because this one I didn't have that many spares going into it, and I only had like one really expensive item to work on, which was my TC. And because I'm full safeguarding the TC, I was kind of prepared to possibly spend a lot. In which case I did, right? Like 150 bill for 21 stars is a little bit more than average. But I actually cared more about my Eternals, but unfortunately only had one spare. I got lucky though yesterday. I ran my H adversary and I got an armor box, so the item that I boomed, I kind of got back for free. And that also means that the next shining in 2 weeks' time, I'm gonna have 3 spares. So hopefully within those 3 spares, I'll be able to 20 style my hat top bottom. Hopefully. You didn't reset that run? It was on stream. I don't make the rules. But yeah, that run's also not mine, so I'm just kind of there as a leech. So yeah, really looking forward to the next Shining Star Force. I really want to see if I can push some 20 star or higher Eternals. Because like best case scenario, my hat top bottom will go to 20 star, then I can start working on a shoulder. Do I run H star? I don't have the Sacred Force for it yet, if you can believe that. My Kana has 510 Sacred Force with 50 event stats. So yeah, unfortunately H star is not doable for me just yet. Well, I mean technically I can blue dot, but finding a party that, you know, I can blue dot in is probably also hard to find. I feel like for H star you kind of want people to contribute damage of some sort. I'll be missing a lot of final damage because of my sacred. So right now I just run N. Yeah, gets the job done. Solid X-Lot. Oh, nice. Congrats on your X-Lotus solo. Hopefully you'll get a drop soon. Oh, actually, speaking of X-Lotus drops, yesterday we ran our X-Lotus runs, and we finally got a TC for one of the other guys. For JH, he got a TC on his Lin. That's very nice. So maybe my Corsair will be next. We're more or less just trading X-Lotus between our characters. Now that my Kana has a TC, I could also offer him TC on that character, but it's up to him. Oh, JH, speak of the devil. Yep, I'm in booster jail. It's okay though. At least it's kind of productive. Sort of. I do need the energy. I do need the fam cards too. What am I talking about? Oh, I was just talking about X-Lotus Like our runs earlier. How like you just got a TC. Yulin is just missing badge now, right? It's pretty good. How many of you guys are also in booster jail with me though? Are we all just cooked? I really want to use more of my frags, but I need to unlock this. It requires 7 Soul Erda. That's so much. 165 to do? That's alright, we just need to do the ones that are expiring today. Just the ones we need to do are these ones. Just another 52 to go, easy. Oh, but then if you guys bought the pass, then you're really cooked. I didn't buy the pass for this, but if you guys did. And then you left it to the last minute. Oh boy. That's a lot of boosters. Yeah, I didn't buy the pass, so I'm okay with that. The pass is jail. Yep. The correct thing to do with the boosters was that every day that you got 5, you would use it immediately. That was the correct thing to do. Otherwise you end up like this. Me, and probably at least 50% of you guys. Because I know how Maplers are. We just left all this to the last moment and we're just all in jail together. Using daily, that is the correct way to do it for this sort of thing. I left everything to the last moment though. Too busy doing other things. Like AFKing on my Kana. But hey, at least my RL's almost level 280. You know? We'll get there. Just another 15 more boosters and I'll be 278. I'm still gonna be in this map anyway, all the way to 280. Can't be helped though. Unless somebody has like a good map to loot on without a vac pet, I'm always down to try. Use yours instantly? Yeah, that's definitely what I should have done. Honestly, I didn't remember that this ended earlier. I also kind of hoped that express boosters from this event would last until September. But no, they expire tomorrow. Would die if I was in Singapore right now? Probably. I don't doubt that. It's actually quite cold. So if I moved over now, I would be doomed. You can see your shadow in HD. What does that even mean? Just a sweat stain on your chair. Is that what it is? Procrastinating experts, of course. I haven't done any of my other weekly things, but that's okay. I'm waiting for the EXP thing. That's what I'm telling myself. I haven't done my Angler Company or my Nightmare Paradise because I'm waiting for the EXP to go up. Which I think it goes up tomorrow. Like, what are the other bonuses here? Where's the thing? Yeah. Monster Park clear. So technically we should also wait the following one for better MP. You left it at the boss area? Yeah, I mean that's fine. You did all the got all the stuff out of the way. As long as you remember to actually clear the boss. Whoa. Oh, I got the proc and my Express booster at the same time. W. I also need to do my Beyond Hasting. That'll give me another 2%. I actually think that this is so tedious. I don't know. Something about it just makes me not like it. I mean, I know it's like free EXP and such. It's alright EXP too, it's not bad. It's just... the idea of me chasing down 10,000 mobs is... I don't know. Railday, I think, should reset tomorrow, right? I know, a lot of the events reset on the Wednesday. Reminder to do Ride or Die if you haven't already. If you want those rewards. Maybe I should do it on my rail as well. I haven't started it at all. Check my Discord. Oh god. That's really hot and humid. Hell no. The temperature I can actually deal with. It's the humidity for me. Oh, pardon me. Hope it will make a difference past 285. Yeah, it definitely will. A lot of the maps past 285. I see a lot of people use Soul Janus. As in like the orbs. How much EXP I wonder I've gotten over the last 20 minutes. Looks like I got like maybe 10%. Maybe more. Yeah, about 14% in about 20 minutes. Express boosters are nice. Oh, maybe green box. Nope, but I'll take that. Easy XP. Oh, another chest. I actually can't wait to get to 280 on my rel, and then kind of work towards clearing Kai. And once Kai's done... What the? You have both these chests up at the same time. That's funny. The light, it's so beautiful. What, I have 88 boosters? Well, 60 of them are from the... What do you call it? The... Burning Express thingo. I only just claimed them. So, I'm gonna be here for a while. Yeah, that legendary chest gave me 3%. So many express boosters to go through. Use them as you win. Missing out on this fun? You know what? I think this is fun that you can afford to miss out on. I think some things you don't need to FOMO about, and this is one of them. I will just go through as many boosters as I can be bothered today. That's the plan. You know, I realized as well for my rel, I didn't do anything for shining. I still have all my money. Like, I did some stuff on my Kana, and then I was out for the rest of the day, and when I got home, I forgot. I don't think I even did my dailies or anything like that. Give me those meso bags. Full set Golix soon. Yeah, I'm still missing an earring. I've seen a lot of reinforced earrings, but I haven't seen any sub earrings yet. Yeah, heaps of reinforced, no subs yet. Compared to your Ren? I didn't mind my Ren though, because my Ren actually had a vac pet. So I definitely farmed on better rates. I thought I did, like, pretty alright on my Ren. Yeah, across all of Challenger World so far, I've seen a single sup. It was a belt. Had Twentina? Did it? I don't remember that. I don't remember capping Twentina very often, if at all. I remember going through the portals every once in a while, but in terms of capping it daily, I don't recall doing that. I remember everyone being so hyped about it, being like, oh, you get so much EXP. It's great. Meanwhile, me just standing there, I was like, yeah, it's whatever. I'll do my Monster Park call it a day. If even that, actually. I told you, Rad. I don't have FOMO on my EXP. But unfortunately, like as much as I'd like to be lazy about my EXP, these express boosters are actually pretty valuable for my RL, so I should probably do these. Like I can skip a few days of Monster Park every once in a while, right? I won't feel too bad about it. But this is a lot of EXP. It's a whole 60% if I don't do them. It is kind of nice. Stay here to 280? I think so, yeah. because I don't have a vac pet. If I had a vac pet, I'd probably farm in different areas, but this will have to do for me. Wish they gave more boosters. The boosters are pretty good. It's just I made the rookie mistake of not chipping at it throughout the week. Instead, I've just jailed myself here. Yeah, exactly. After 280, it's like your EXP. What are you getting EXP for if it's not a main? Or unless you're planning on, I guess, getting it into limbo? Yeah, it's just limbo, right? Now, if you're not trying to main a character or get it to limbo, there's no point worrying about EXP past 280. So you can just take your time getting to 280 too. You can think about it like that. Cadena link to 81? Sure. I mean, that's valid. Yeah, for me, I'm pretty lazy with a lot of my dailies. It's just, there's no point. There's no point worrying about it. You'll get to the goals eventually. Devo, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Like, look, as much as I respect people who can do 28 monster parks a day, that is too much for me. I barely get through doing my 14. And only do it, I'm only gonna do 14 until my RL gets to 280. As soon as my RL gets to 280, I'm dropping it. I haven't even made my Kinesis yet, actually. Should probably do that at some point. Harsh Winter 4? I'm gonna have a quick look. I have it on my other tab here. I don't doubt that some of the maps are pretty like good in terms of farming, but the problem is the looting. Nah, the Harsh Winter 4 has too many small platforms. The problem for me has always been the looting. It's not the map. Five minutes per character. I want to know how you're speedrunning 5 minutes per character across 28 characters. Just the load times alone for me probably adds up to more than 5 minutes, I swear. But even if it was 5 minutes per character, it's still like what? Half an hour, at least half an hour a day. If you include like going into the cash shop, buying tickets, logging in and out of your characters, load screens in between. That's just doing Monster Park. That's not doing anything else. You haven't even really played the game, you just did Monster Park for half an hour. Just cough up the 100? Nah. My rails are cheapo. I mean, it's alright anyway, because eventually I'm gonna world leap this character, and then all this farming will be whatever. I'm just here for the EXP at this point. Ooh. Okay. Got ourselves one unique. Can start working on the next one. Actually, because this is a liberated rune, I should use a normal booster for this. I'll use a liberated rune with normal booster. I'm pretty sure I have one somewhere. Yeah. Why not? Make the most out of it. Make your Kinesis for you? Yeah, I gotta make the Kinesis for me first. I had so many ambitions, be like, oh, I'll make a Kinesis, make it into a boss mule in Challenger World, it can pay for my rentals. I'm just like, no, I haven't even like created the character yet. I wouldn't mind getting it to 280, not 280, sorry, to 260, just so then I can use it as a Legion block as well. Legion block Kinesis is int, right? So my kinda does get a benefit from it. The park is pure pain. That's alright. I'm just gonna get it to 260. I think there's actually quite a lot of free EXP, so getting to 260 shouldn't be too hard. I mean, worst case, I can just not do it in Challenger World. I do have a bunch of random mag pots in Hyperion. So if I just use those, then I don't have to worry about it at all. Because originally, like I said, I was going to use it as a boss mule in Challenger World, but admittedly, I don't think I'll do them. Like, I feel like if I made it in Challenger World, I just wouldn't run bosses, even if it was easy. I feel like I would rather just do Hard Lotus, Hard Damien, and a few other bosses, and then pay for my rentals. Rather than making a Kinesis, get it to 260, run it as a boss mule, and then pay for my rentals of some sort. Like, I don't think I'll do that. It's a pretty valid strategy for other people, but I think for me, because I know I'm lazy, it's not going to be worth it for me. So I think I'm probably better off just remaking my Kinesis in Hyperion and just leaving it there. Get it to 260, call it a day. Alright, shall we reveal this unique fam while we're here? I can also record this because I'm leveling up soon. Alright, let's see what we get from this fam. It's not good on the top, but it could be 30% boss damage on the bottom. Oh, 4% crit rate. 15% HP though. It's not the worst. Not the worst unique I've seen. I think there's also... I need to reveal the other one. The Frontier Potentials. %6 luck. Pretty useless. 278 incoming though. These express boosters kind of tedious, but they do give a lot of EXP. There we go. 278. 2 more to go, and then I can unlock Hard Kai. And 2 hours of boosters? Yeah, it's a lot of boosters. Congrats, thank you. 2 more to go. You don't need to remind me that I'm in booster jail. Trust me, I'm already feeling it. But at least I'm getting, you know, more than just boosters out of it. I am actually really happy about the energy. The energy that we get from this is really nice. I think I've only been farming here for maybe half an hour and I've gotten maybe 2 energy. I'm hoping to reach 7. So then I can unlock Shinestone 3. Sounds like free gains if you ask me. I really want to stop claiming the 5k mobs on this character too. But it just has so many frags that I just can't help not claiming it. I want to be in the frag jail on this character so I can stop worrying about it. But Ride or Die actually gives so much frags. There's so many. So the rail is going to be pretty strong. I hope by the time I liberate this character and actually gear it up, it'll clear C10 pretty quickly. I think if it might even match my Battle Mage and surpass maybe my Ren and my Corsair, just because of the 6th job. Because gear, it'll catch up eventually, right? But the 6th job, it will have a pretty big edge, I think. The Challenger World 3 characters have so many free frags. Like, even if you didn't pay for anything, it's still a lot. I'm not that convinced to pay for the pass on Challenger World. Just because, like, I don't know if I care about my rel enough to even use all the frags, if that makes sense. Because I had to keep putting energy on it until it caps. So, I know it's like, for some of you guys it might sound like a waste. But for me, I feel like I'll never get enough energy to do that. So much energy to do. We'll see how it goes though. Because maybe if I ever cap energy by the end of the event, maybe I'll do it. Maybe. We'll worry about that later. Eventually running C10 in the far future, yes. Eventually. But, you know, all my mules kind of reached that point, and it's kind of like diminishing returns for me. Because I'm not heavily invested into this character to make it even into a Legion champion, I don't particularly care to pay money to make it stronger. It's like, would I pay $20 to make my mechanic stronger? Probably not. Even though, like, it will be beneficial. I'm kind of treating it the same way. I'm just not going to think too much about it. I want to mostly focus on my Kana. Which I cannot right now. Which would I switch out? For 18-star gear accessories. It's kind of hard to say. I think for the rentals, because they are 20 stars and also level 200 gear, you'll be using them for quite a bit until you can like replace everything all at the same time. At least that's how I'm thinking about it. So it's probably 4 set Golics for the earring and the belt at least, because you can technically wear the pendant alongside the rentals. But let's say you're wearing like a Daybreak as well, you can probably wear 21 sub pendant. For the Iron Face, it's just a Twilight Mark, Black Bean Mark, you know. I think at the moment that you break the set bonus, you just use whatever you have access to. I think the most important one are the 21 star Golics. Once you wear all of those, then the rest of it you can replace with pretty much anything, because you're not going to be wearing the rentals anymore. Because there's like a pretty good set bonus with the rentals, but if you take two of the 5 out, then yeah. Maybe something like 21 belt, 21 earring, 21 pendant, and then your Iron Face could just be 18, whatever items you have. It's probably alright. The hard part about replacing the rentals is not even like necessarily the items, it's just that it's so expensive in comparison to renting it. Like you could pay 1.5 bill a week to just run through all the bosses, or you can pay like 15 bill to possibly replace them. Yeah, so the rentals are just so cheap. And I think 15 bill might be like lowballing the cost as well. How much does it cost to 21 star an item on average on Shining? I can see it anywhere between like 5 and 10 bill depending on your luck. Let's just say like 5 bill per item. That's still... yeah. That's just the star forcing. And then to legendary things, let's say like 1.5 bill to get to legendary. A little bit more to 2-line it. It's pretty expensive. Meanwhile, you pay 1.5 bill, you just wear the rentals. Eventually though, you do want to replace them because your gear starts being better than the rentals. It just takes a bit. It's quite hard to do in Challenger World if you don't farm as well. You definitely have to rely on luck and Shining to carry you. Mostly luck though. Unless you grind a lot. In which case you can definitely just brute force things. Has to be 21. I think 21 is just like the easiest number to kind of use as a baseline. I'm sure there's probably numbers in between because the set bonus for Golix is pretty strong, right? It's like 30 IED, 30 boss damage. And also the sub belt is really good as well. I haven't done the exact math, but I'm just saying 21 because it's a pretty common like breakpoint for players to go for anyway. Like, you'll be hard-pressed to find people who will stop their Golix at, like, 19 or 20. Especially with the new system, getting to 21 is a lot more consistent. Because you can 21 your fodders, you know, the old-fashioned way. But now that you can safeguard 20 to 21, it's way more consistent. You're not gonna, like, get low-rolled when you hit 20 anymore. Okay, using rentals until the end of the event. I think that's pretty valid, yeah. It's definitely valid. As long as you're aware that you do have to replace them at some point. It would be bad if you never, like, held on to spares, or you didn't do Golix or something like that. Then it would be awkward, right? As soon as the rentals go away, then you're kinda stuck. But as long as you've, sort of had a plan to replace them at some point, you'll be alright. Breakpoint for Challenger set. I have heard people say 19 Arcanes, yeah. Because I think the Challenger gear at 22 stars is more or less like really strong Absols, right? So I think 19 to 20 star Arcanes is gonna be better. The Challenger set though is very strong. It's very cheap, because you don't have to do anything. Or rather, you don't have to pay anything. In terms of my personal damage, I'm probably gonna stick with rentals for quite some time until I'm finished with like the non-rental gear. I'm talking about like my rings, for example, maybe the arcane glove. I have my Genesis weapon upcoming at some point too, so these are all like funds that I don't want to put into gear that's just going to share with rentals, if that makes sense. Like finding things that are better than rental it's going to be expensive no matter what. And if you can make alternate gains, I think making the alternate gains might be better. Yeah, I think the biggest one is definitely like Genesis weapon, and then arcane gloves. Oh yeah, and your WSE if you haven't finished those, like your secondary emblem as well. You got a CFE, would your 18 star equip it or Golix better? I wouldn't touch the CFE for a very long time. It would not be that cost efficient. Just because like the Golix set, even though you got like the item that is after Golix, the Golix set is better if you use it all at the same time for quite a while. Like for your pitch items, you need to replace all of the Golix items at the same time, and it's not cheap. Like, I'm talking like you need to 21, 22 star each of those items. Hello, Ryan. So like, put into perspective, if you were trying to, let's say, 21, 22 your sub gear, it's not that expensive because you have access to a lot of different fodders, right? Like reinforced earrings, reinforced belts, Carnage treasures, you know, heaps of different items that you could use as fodder. Dom pendants. So getting to 21, 22 is pretty cheap in comparison. Whereas for your pitch, you're most likely going to be safeguarding it all the way. And if that's too expensive, then like that's just more argument to do sub. And that's just for one item as well. I would not be surprised if the cost to full 22... Sorry, I wouldn't be surprised if the cost to 22 that CFE, fully safeguarded, is still more expensive than just doing full 22 of the superior set. Subring is hard to replace? Yeah, but we're not talking about, like, that far ahead, right? We're just talking about simply using CFE here. To just use CFE is really hard alone, let alone, like, fully replacing everything. Like, in this context, it's really hard to wear the CFE. Because then you'd intentionally be skipping superiors, when superiors are such a cheap gain. Airplane Wi-Fi to watch channels. Not the airplane Wi-Fi. You have no spare case for your bishop next shining. You finally get to send 23, 24s. 23 and 24 taps are fun, but they're not cheap. Rest for your Eternals. Yeah, I don't even like have the Eternals in my mind at the moment. So from my perspective, I'm pretending that Eternals don't exist. Just because, like, for me personally, I haven't really even considered going for Eternals. Hello, David. How much of the map can Soul Jazz Dust clear? It triggers usually twice per wave. At level 1, it hits 9 mobs, so it can hit up to 18, I suppose. I'm just using Dusk right now because my summons are full clearing anyway, and my Dusk is just there to clean up anything that I miss. 76? Yeah, I have a lot of boosters to go through. We're almost there though, hey, getting there. How many do I have left? I only have another 34 to go until I'm done with today's boosters, and then I can play the game again. 3 weeks away from one Eternal piece. Just to clarify, you're talking about like from Kai or from Carlos or something? Because from those ones you can't pick gloves. Unless you're talking about Limbo or like Baldrix or something. Can Kai pick those ones? You know, honestly, even if Kai could pick those, isn't like Glove typically one of the worser ones to pick early? I remember somebody telling me that like gloves are really expensive early, or really expensive to get. Well, regardless, like if you are using the pieces, just check which ones you can get, because I'd imagine most of the early game ones you can only pick hat, top, bottom, shoulder. In which case, I think most people will pick hat. Especially if they use a cooldown hat. if you randomly get the Eternal Gloves and stuff like that, and you don't have good Arcane Gloves, then it's fine. I think usually by the time that players have access to the Eternal Gloves, they tend to have pretty good Arcane Gloves, which makes it hard to replace. And it takes ages to wear like the Limbo Returnals for most people. Yeah, but yeah, usually hat first, and shoulder absolutely last. Like this is, you wouldn't even pick shoulder until you have all the Limbo pieces or something like that. The shoulder's pretty low efficiency. I think for a lot of people, even a 22 shoulder is not a gain, because like it really depends on the set bonus. Something like that. Yeah, the Limbo shoulders are like pretty low value. Actually, between the top and the bottom, if you care to 3-line it, one of them is cheaper than the other to 3-line. I don't remember which one it is. I think it might be the bottom. The bottom is easier to 3-line. So if you care to try to cube them, then I guess technically you could keep that in mind. One way or another, one of them is like a lot cheaper than the other for whatever reason. I just assumed that for a while both of them had just so much trash lines that the cost would be the same, but yeah, one of them's definitely a little bit cheaper than the other. Died in practice mode. I think the usual thing that gets you killed in Carlos is not really understanding how his mechanics work, because a lot of his attacks are very telegraphed. I'd say if you're dying out, and it's mostly because of Carlos's attacks, you have to get used to having him on your screen while you avoid him, if that makes sense. So it's pretty dangerous to play on the same platform as him, and if you're not like stressing for damage, you don't have to play on the same platform as him, and you can avoid a lot of his attacks just being on a different platform. But while he's on a different platform, there's a bunch of different animations that he has that he throws out that will one-shot you pretty much. There's like the dive. You have to recognize that, so you move out of the way. There's the breath, so make sure that you're just not in front of him, basically. I think that's probably the most generic advice I can give when it comes to Carlos, though. Just have him on your screen and actually be aware of his mechanics. There's also like the whole shooting the system stuff, right? Don't bother with like trick shots necessarily. If you can slowly walk your way towards the systems and then shoot with guaranteed hit, it's better than just trying to cleanse off cooldown and then missing a bunch of shots. There's a lot of different things to take into account, so it's hard to give like a definitive answer. But I think if you get into the habit of having Carlos on your screen at all times, it will at least stop you from dying to his one-shots. And then for the systems, it's okay to take your time with it. Like, don't rush to cleanse the systems necessarily. It's good to get rid of them as soon as you can, but take your time, actually hit the shots. And then, yeah, it's just a matter of practice from that point. Use 46 boosters? Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat right here. Just slowly using all the boosters. It's good EXP though. Hello Charlie, thank you for the follow, welcome. We're so close to 7 energy, guys. Maybe another half an hour. I'll have another 2 energy or so. I just need a couple of the large ones, and then we're done. Hopefully. How many fam cards do I have as well? I should have more than enough to upgrade this to epic. Let's do that now. No, never mind. I don't have enough to upgrade to epic. It's cooked. Pardon me. Alright, how many more boosters do I need to do here? 31. Almost done. It's the home stretch, guys. Halfway there. Actually, I'm gonna end up at like 40% or something. That's pretty good. 40%, 278. I think we also get a lot of advanced EXP vouchers as well. So maybe I should look into how much EXP that would actually give me. Let's see, 278. If I use 2,000 of them, let's say, it'll give me 9%. I think in the event we get a bunch more of them. At least 4. Pretty good. You know, actually, if I actually sit down and grind, I might be able to hit 280 by the next reset and actually be able to try hard Kai. Or at least getting to 280 is just part of it. I don't know if I'll have the damage. Maybe I do. I don't know. I've seen people clear hard Kai with less combat power than me, so I'm optimistic, but I don't know if I trust myself to not die out of that boss. Hello Andy, came in from YouTube, enjoy the videos? Oh, appreciate it. Thank you for the support. And Amon, thank you for the hydrate. With my rentals, I was roughly 90 mil. Roughly. Play the test properly. Ah, yeah, that was implied. I don't think I've ever cheesed the test. I don't think the tests are hard enough to cheese, if that makes sense. I will happily avoid his actual fight mechanics, but the tests themselves are pretty easy. As long as I'm not, like, pressing parry like an idiot. Should be alright. Will be alright. I think so too. I think Vinny cleared it at like 60 mil. So at least I don't think it should be that bad. But at the same time, I haven't really practiced Kai that much. Probably die out a few times, to be honest. 272. Started 4 days ago. Damn, 272 in 4 days? That's crazy. As long as you're enjoying yourself, no need to rush and burn out or anything like that. That's right. Nothing that can't be done without a little bit of practice, you know? Just go in, run the boss a few times, get a feel for it, get good at parrying. That's all it is. Oh, this, just to clarify, I'm 90 mil with rentals, right? I'm not 90 mil without rentals or anything crazy like that. Does haste end 8th September? I think so. I think it goes all the way until the end of this event. Give me that Soul Eater energy. The energy is more valuable to me than anything else right now. I just need one large orb, and then I'll be at 7. I wish I had a Genesis weapon though, but I'm still probably a month out from getting my Genesis weapon. I did do the double Black Mage solo already, so let's have a quick look at my points. So I can clear my Damien mission technically, and then I can do the Will mission as well. So I can do Damien, Will, and Lucid all at the same time, right? Because I hand this in, I'll be at 990. I can clear Will, and then get 1000 again, and then I go into Lucid's one. And then I'll have maybe 300 points by the beginning of next week at Lucid. So I'm 1700 points off, roughly. Which will be, what, 4.5 weeks? Yeah, it's the end of the month, basically. How many express boosters do I have left? I still have about 30. 30 that I want to use today. I still have a bunch more from the shop that I haven't, like, used or bought. In terms of the ones that are expiring soon, though, it's about another 30 or so. 27. Do we have a triple prime secondary? Yeah, the triple prime secondary adds a lot. It inflates my combat power quite a lot too because it's like boss damage. Posture check. Yeah, this does add a lot. 75% boss damage is heaps. Probably theoretically possible, but low-key, don't really want to struggle that boss. I want it to be easy. I'm gonna do as much as I can to get more damage so I don't need to struggle. Oh, I leveled up my thing. Yes, I've been waiting for this moment. I have to double check though. Where is the Arel Discord? I'm pretty sure I've already done... Where's 27 at? No, it's not. I'm not up to that. I'm up to here, then here. Oh man. Never mind. Apparently I have to do this one. And then it's this one. 7! Well, I'm back to needing 7 energy again. It's not worth it. I don't know. Seeing a lot of people get pitch boxes, it seems like a pretty good investment of time. Well, I'd be very happy if like I clear Kai and an ET flies out of him, you know? You have another 55 to use? Nice. Just Giga overspec the guy. Yep, I have no shame overspecking bosses. H-Kai is easier. I didn't have that much trouble doing N-Kai. It took a while for me to learn, and it's just a matter of practice. I can imagine N-Kai to H-Kai being kind of like N-Adversary to H-Adversary, where you just have to clean up your mechanics even further. It just comes with practice. I have a shortcut though to learning how to do bosses. I just have JH watching me, and then he'll just flame me when I do something wrong. Or just laugh at me, you know? Nothing motivates you more than somebody watching you play and then just laughing at you. Just to prove them wrong. W. You want an ET. Alright, you sit down, sir. I don't need you and your Kana to have a 5th ET. How do you even have 4 ETs in Challenger World, man? How's that even possible? The server's been out for 7 weeks. 8 weeks. It's just 2. Just 2. Just 2. The power difference is quite noticeable. Yeah, it's just like the difference between non-KMS and KMS classes. I think within the KMS classes is like relatively okay. Like obviously you have classes stronger than others, but the gap isn't nearly as big. Whereas all the non-KMS classes are on a tier of their own. And even within in their tiers, there's like tiers upon tiers. I don't know. 2 CFEs, a source, oh, 1 CFE, a source, and 2 ETs. This guy's too lucky, man. ET is such a nice drop though. Actually instantly usable. Get it to 17 or 18 star, you rock it as damage gear. So good. Alright, hopefully... Wait. I need to lock this. Nice. KT is fodder. Yeah, what a luxury actually. All KTs are now fodder? Crazy. I refuse to do Meister accessory crafting anymore. I don't want to do it ever again. Actually, has anyone done them? Like, how many of those tickets do I need to buy to go from 0 to Meister, in theory? You know, the ones you can buy in Ardent Mill? It's a lot, I'd imagine, but how much? It's definitely a lot, because I think you only get like 3... No, you get 10k per ticket. I'm pretty sure from Master to Meister it's like 160k or something like that. So that's 16 tickets at least. Die hard. I'll be honest, I did 1 attempt and then I just left it at that. Whatever score I got, that's all I got. I just ran it on my Kana, called it a day. Don't need to think about it too much. Just run it once, give it your best attempt, and move on. So maybe 23. Oh, you know, if it's only 23, that's not that bad. So a month of, like less than a month of AFKing on the thingo. Even if it was 30, it's chill. What's the top 3 characters I should make? You're a new player. First thing about this is like, do you have a preferred playstyle first? Because like that does kind of change the answer a little bit. Because then we could. There are definitely classes that are recommended at the moment, but you know, if you have a preference towards mages or something like that, then we can pick the better mages, for example. But you can't go wrong in GMS right now with any of the Shine classes, like Arel Sia, you have Hayato Kana, what's the other one? Lin Mushwan. Basically none of the KMS classes. You like support? Then Lin. Lin is your answer then. Hey, you made it really easy on yourself saying you want to play support. Definitely the best support class at the moment. What about Ho Young? I mean, Ho Young's a nice class. I personally really like Ho Young's animations. I don't know how it compares to other classes though, to be honest. I think generally speaking, most classes you could blindly pick and still have a pretty good time in Maple. You just have to be aware that there are 6 classes basically that are like a tier above most of the others. Those are the ones that have been talked about, you know, Kana, Hayato, Lin, Wishwan, Sia, Irel. All those classes are like on a tier of their own because they are not as balanced. Very strong classes right now. And then there's like a bottom 4 classes that I would discourage people from playing for the time being. But everywhere else is like, you can just pick up the class and you'll be alright. Kill and get mass EXP. That doesn't really exist in MapleStory anymore. I'd say like most classes nowadays, with the introduction of 6 job, are able to farm just as well as each other. Some of them are a little bit more active than others, but for the most part, everyone kind of farms the same. But in terms of mass EXP, if you're thinking from like a while ago, where we had things like Kishin from Kana, and totems and stuff like that doesn't exist anymore. Hit to 85, hey, you're free from Arteria. Congrats. Welcome to Carcion. Carcion is a much better place to be, for sure. Picking the top classes is irrelevant. Yeah, it's good to still tell people which are the strong and popular classes, because I think if you're a new player, it's also fun to play strong classes to see more of the content before like refining what classes they want to main. At the end of the day, if we recommend stronger classes to new players, at least they can have a taste for the content. A little bit easier, I'd say. Like, we'll be kidding ourselves if we said like, you know, every class can prog as easily as each other. Like, with the same amount of time, Akana or Hayato will probably clear more content than, say, a mechanic, right? Obviously, I'm picking like 2 extremes, but there is a noticeable difference. There's nothing wrong, I think, now with just telling people to be aware that there are certain classes that are just stronger than everyone else, because that could be part of your fun. Like, you want to play a strong class? I understand, like, MapleStory, for a lot of people, it's just a numbers game, right? It's like, I just want to see big numbers. And until you, like, refine what you like and what you want to enjoy from the game, there's nothing wrong chasing big numbers. Or fast clears. Gate kept, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Like, we can recommend whichever classes, but for the most part, you could probably get to most of the content that a new player could get to with any class. Some might take a little bit more effort than others, but yeah, you probably won't have like a noticeable difference in accessing content early on. But there will be a difference. We can't deny that. What character am I? I'm playing Arel. It's the newest class that was released. And it's quite a strong class too. If you like playing a warrior class, this is... And you want something kind of simple, this is nice. Is Kana better than Hoyoung? Hoyoung, I would say, has better farming capabilities, but Kana will definitely have more damage. Yeah, Hoyoung's gameplay has like has something to do with his gauge, as far as I know. I don't know that much about Hoyoung, unfortunately. For Kana, you're kind of a summons class, sort of. You summon like three spirits or whatever, and then they do everything for you. Bossing wise, Kana will probably be better, and if you like a mage, well, Kana is quite literally a mage as well. Hey, why is Wild Hunter at the bottom with the rest of them? You take that back. Wild Hunter's not that bad anymore. Wild Hunter will not be slandered like that. More into magic would be Seer. Oh yeah, true, Seer. Seer is also a pretty good class for that. If you're a new player, actually Seer might be more interesting for you just because there's like the whole Shine Pass. You get like a bunch of free resources. And it's like a constellation theme if you like that. I know some people pick Seer just for the constellation theme. Whereas Kana is more of a summons theme. Kana Guna theme. Made a Kinesis in Lin? Nice. Yeah. Kinesis is nice right now because we have like the new event. So you get a bunch of free stuff for the Kinesis. And Lin is like the best support class right now. Seven Dub, thank you for the follow, welcome. Oh, I hit 7. Yes, I can unlock this thing. 1,000 strength. Alright, let's see. What is the next thing I need to do? Yeah, next I need another 7 Soul Erda. Oh my god, this system takes so much energy. So much Soul Erda energy. RNG is unreal. Yeah, sometimes RNG does its thing. I am honestly kind of baffled too, because the double pitch, it was kind of like a double pitch. It was 2 weeks back to back. It's crazy. And the mental thing about like my luck too is that there are people who have done more than I have, and I already think that this character's luck is ridiculous. You got people who are rocking what 5-6 set pitch in Challenger World. I'm just like, where do these items even come from? But yeah, at least when it comes to my videos, the only like luck that has really come into play is probably the secondary. Like, this is pretty ridiculous. Let's not sugarcoat it. This is nuts. But like the pitch items I've seen, they don't really do much for me at the moment because I'm going to be using rentals for ages anyway. You could argue my arcane drops have been pretty nuts as well though. Like the arcane glove and weapon is really nice. The weapon is like kind of whatever though, just because in the grand scheme of things, the Challenger World weapon is like not that much worse. And obviously everything gets replaced by Genesis anyway eventually. Would you say Kinesis is good for bossing, farming, and overall? I haven't played very much of the new Kinesis, so I can't really say too much about its like farming capabilities. But I will say, like in general, most classes will farm fine. Like you can pick up pretty much any class and you'll probably be okay by the time that you hit 6th job. Before 6th job is kind of hard to say. I feel like there's a lot of differences in mobbing before 6th job. But once you hit 6th job, it equalizes quite a lot. But in terms of Kinesis specifically, I don't know. In terms of bossing, I think it's been improved with the remaster though. It's simplified a lot as far as I've been told, but yeah. Kinesis mobbing is very good. Ah, there you go. I have a few people telling me that Kinesis mobbing is good. Seeing people with eternal hats. Eternal hats. I guess it will be the guys who cleared hard Kai since hitting 280 early. Has there been enough weeks? It should be, right? Like you get three pieces. If people hit 280 within the first 3 weeks, then hard Kai makes sense, right? Only takes 4 clears, so if you cleared since week 3, then you got it. Has the biggest main attack in the game. Damn. Must be massive then. It'd be so funny. My Rel's gonna have more Eternals than my Ren by the time I'm done with Challenger World. And choose skip the quest in a different place, you don't get dailies unlocked. Depends on where you are right now. You might have to do some quests in the light bulb to unlock the dailies. Check your white light bulb. See if there's any other pre-quests, but otherwise the dailies have been moved into a different spot. It depends on how long ago you've played. If you played before when they were all like in the light bulb, you would have to check this thing called the planner, this maple planner. This is where all the dailies have been moved to. Hello, hello, welcome. Haven't made Kinesis. I'm probably not going to make my Kinesis in Challenger World anymore. I was thinking about it earlier in the stream. Even if I make one in Challenger World, I don't think I'll play it. I think I'd rather just like take it easy in Challenger World. The only reason why I'm grinding on my Rels is because I have all these boosters. These stupid expiring boosters. Why did I not do this throughout the week? I thought that this was gonna last a lot longer. Didn't think that it was ending today. Honestly, I almost forgot about it, too. What's ending today? One of the parts of the event. The Burning Express thingo. That's finishing up today. Isn't this a VIP booster? This one is a VIP booster, yeah, because I popped the Liberated rune. But otherwise I am using, like, the normal Express boosters. Yeah, it was specifically to the Liberated rune, yeah. Otherwise I've been just... I don't know how many I've done at this point. Maybe 50? It's getting close to 50 of them. Are the boosters affected by EXP multipliers? Not these ones. This is like... I'm just using these because if I don't, they're gonna expire. This is as simple as that. There are definitely ways to maximize these express boosters, but... it's a little too late for optimizations here. We're just trying to get these done before they expire. Optimization is long gone. If I wanted to optimize this, I would have used them throughout the week. It's too late for that now. We're just using them off cooldown until they're all used. It's too late. Momentum and Burning Express ends today. Oh yeah, I have to make sure to claim everything if I haven't already. I think I should be alright though. It's a good EXP though. I think I started off at like 70 something percent. Now I'm almost at... I'll probably end up at 40%. 278. 280 is... It's actually looking pretty close. I still need to do MPE, I think, on this character. So between MPE, Nightmare Paradise, a bunch more Monster Park runs. I think 279 is not far off. And then the final push to 280 should be, like, kind of chill. Booster gel with me out of solidarity. I appreciate it. We can all be here together, just smacking mobs. You know, I know some people find it easier as well to get things done when you realize that there's a bunch of people just being inefficient about it. Part of me, whenever I make my videos and such, I kind of keep in mind that sometimes I intentionally do things inefficiently to make people who watch the videos feel a bit better about using resources in funny ways. I feel like MapleStory to like optimize everything is too much effort. There have been like a lot of people, which I think is like pretty valid criticism of like asking why I don't do certain things in certain ways. Because it seems like a waste of meso or a waste of time in comparison to what I could be doing. It kind of always comes down to like not taking yourself too seriously when you play this game. If you try to optimize everything, it's very tiring. And at the end of the day, it's a game, right? Like I'm here to have a good time. I'm only having like a marginally sad time because this is like I have a very specific goal, so I'll suffer the consequences of leaving this to the last minute. But otherwise, usually I'm pretty good with making sure that I have everything. I have everything under control, so that I don't do this. But you know, procrastination is in my blood. Got hard stare and easy cast down. Hey, congrats! Big clears. I think you can't optimize this double dipping. Yeah, they did make it a little bit easier, but it's still like not ideal. Depends on how much time you have and when you when you are able to actually play the game, right? Because if you just don't have time, then at times like that you just have to give up on the double dip on the rentals or something. There's a lot of aspects in this game where you can't be optimal because of your circumstances. Whatever it might be. Could be work. Could be study. That's why it's cool to have these things in mind, but if you can't do everything, that's also alright. You got 25% for half an hour haste and MP? Yeah, that sounds about right. I haven't done all my procs yet. 11 of the procs have snuck through though, which is kind of nice. Being 2 hours on a Hayato. It's not necessarily just the bossing though. Like a lot of these things why people can't make the most out of events is everything that leads up to it. Like if you are not able to double dip in the rentals in the first place, it doesn't matter what class you're playing, because you're probably not going to be as far progressed to be able to do that in the first place. Because there's a lot of gameplay that goes in to get to the point where you would consider using your rentals in that way. It's easy to say, oh, just play a stronger class, but if you don't have actual playtime, it doesn't matter what class you play. It's gonna be slow regardless. How much money are we on? 13 bill. You know, I made some okay money in the last hour and a half. Challenger World? It ends on the 8th of September. Something like that. I have so many fragments that I can't use because I have no energy. Why is everything for a realm need 7 energy to unlock? I need to unlock this now. This also costs 7. Disgusting. Almost there, guys. Almost done with my expiring boosters. Just another 13 or so to go. Light work. Yep. The Challenger World goes to 280. Oh, like the next one, right? How many fam cards am I on? Not enough to try for unique yet. I'm a little bit sad that my fams... I can't farm enough, or easily enough to have pushed that many fams. How many boosters did I start off today? Like 100 or something. Thankfully, I'm just gonna go through the ones that are expiring tomorrow, because I didn't buy the pass. Oh my god. You know, back this is like... reminiscent of that one night that you did like 300 boosters. Not to the same extent, but it reminds me of that. 165 expiring. See, we just don't learn. Dude. Some things don't change. 165 boosters, holy moly. How long does it take again? Like 100 seconds per booster? You have 160 of them? That's just like 6 hours of just sitting there. Oh no, you're in jail. I thought I was stuck. At least I'm done in like 30 minutes time. I think. It's green. Let's go. Do we genuinely find it fun? In most cases, yes. In this case, not as much because I don't have a vac pet. This game is a lot more fun with a vac pet, I'll say that much. If I had a vac pet, I'd be chilling. Honestly, I wouldn't even be in this map. I'd be in a better map. But without a vac pet, it's a lot more active for sure. And you can't help but wonder about just how many things you left expire on the floor. But in general, yeah, I do enjoy just like chill farming. But yeah, lack of vac pet makes it a lot more tedious in comparison. It's fine though, because like at the end of the day, my goal is to try to get to 280, and I can't get to 280 without at least a bit of grinding. Can I wait for you? You're the senior employee. You're already ahead of me, man. Yeah, I'm just gonna try to do the ones that are expiring. And if I have any more coupons, then I'll just, I guess, keep using them. I don't have a VIP on, I just realized. Oh well. I need to buy some more. It's worth it though. Almost 280. Always worth it. These express boosters actually give a lot. Actually, if I finish them and then do my weeklies, I think I do actually level them up. %, from 280, damn. Then you can solo H Kai. And this is just me farming here. I haven't even done any of my dailies yet. I need to collect some arcane symbols. I'm almost done with some of them. I can remove some of them from my list. I was supposed to be done with 5 out of the 6 of them. But I forgot to do one of my weeklies the other day. Like, I forgot to do Spirit Savior for some reason. And my level give 1% each? Yeah. So if I use all of these and do like Monster Park Extreme and Angler Company, easy 279. And then it's just one more level. So close yet so far. You always forget Spirit Savior? I see. Spirit Savior is so fun though. I think I was just doing something else on the side, so I did all the easy weeklies while watching something, and then I forgot about Spirit Savior. Which is a shame because I could have finished my my Arcana thingos already. The only one I have left to do is Esfera. I did the Forbidden Tech earlier in my account, and I claimed Arcane River symbols with the selectors. That came back to haunt me actually, because I needed those symbols for my Arcana. Not the arcane symbols, but the other things. Yeah, almost done though with my arcane symbols. I'll do today's dailies and then the weeklies, and these 4 are done. Then just these 2 left. So probably this week, next week, and a few more days. This will be just next week. Actually, this one is just 2 weeks of Spirit Savior, huh? I need to do today's dailies and then 2 weeks of Spirit Savior. Challengeable with max Hecate, that would be insane. I mean, in theory, you could. It's like hitting 30 Soul Janus. But maxing Hecate is wild. Or rather, maxing it that early is pretty crazy. regrets on maxing arcane symbols. I'm honestly, like, it's like one of my least favorite things whenever I build new characters. This whole arcane symbols thing. I cannot wait for them to increase the amount of symbols we get per day. I only need to wait a little bit longer for that. Mains change. Yeah, Ren is like, it is definitely easy to play Ren. I think a big part of the reason why Ren feels so good to play is that you can move while attacking. Because of, like, you know, hurricane class things. And the damage and burst is pretty solid too for Ren. I can understand why you would be interested in changing classes because of that. I always say, like, whenever it comes to like playing new classes and changing, just play what you enjoy at that point, because now you have two classes that you kind of have sort of established, I guess. And if you find one more enjoyable than the other, like the earlier you switch, the better. At the end of the day, it's not like you're ditching your Night Lord. Your Night Lord is still going to be like a useful character for your account, because you'll still get money. You can still do weeklies on it. You can upgrade it later in the future. It's still gonna be there. It's just, it won't be the main. Like for me, I'm a serial main swapper. Well, at least I had been over the last 2 years. I played so many different characters. It was a lot of fun. You just play what you enjoy. Still die from Ren TP? Yeah, it's easy to forget which way you're facing. Don't pay special attention to DPMing. Yeah. If you're not like that far into the game, DPMing is a little bit less important. That I can kind of agree. Like, playing better burst classes tends to be pretty good in the early stages. But at some point, when you prog a little bit further, you will need to DPM no matter what class you play. Even if your DPM is garbage. Even if you're playing Hayato, you still gotta hit the boss a little bit. It's less important, of course, but you still gotta keep hitting. At the end of the day, it's still damage. Even if your off burst is 5% FD, that's still 5% FD that you need to use. Tends to make Hurricane classes weaker? They're not necessarily making Hurricane classes weaker, it's just every other class is stronger. Effectively the same thing, but it's not like they're nerfing Hurricane classes, necessarily. It's just, yeah, the attack speed +1 is definitely a factor that a lot of people have taken into mind. How's my shining? I spent 150 bill on my TC and it's 21 star. That sums up my shining. A little unfortunate, but you can only do so much about that. I actually like the Ren TP. Having a flash jump and TP is so broken. How much pitch does my Kana have right now? It's only missing a badge at the moment. Oh, badge and belt. So best case scenario for me is I get a belt drop before I have to buy it with the coins. And then just wait for badge after. Because I think I would rather not buy the belt if I can help it. But it is a really good gain if I get it, so... No matter what, within the next month or two, I will definitely have a belt. And I'll pay the pitch crystals if I have to. Old system would have taken 80 bill and boomed. Maybe even less than that, maybe just 20 bill. get to 18. The classic is like you streak to 18 and then first tap boom. That's the classic. Hello, Breakhatter. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Swap to Blaster. Hell no. How to float on Blink? You just hold the Blink key while you're in the air. And your character will float. That's all it is. So if I do it here, if I just jump and then I hold Blink, my character will just float there for a bit. The duration of the float goes up when you level up the skill. Something like that. Yeah. It lasts a little bit longer when you upgrade it. Classic is back to 15. Goes to 17, back to 15. Goes to 17, back to 15. Gets stuck at 15 for 20 bill. Gets to 17, and then it booms 17 to 18. Wonderful experience. You know, on the old system, I once spent 14 bill going from 15 to 16. That was a good time. Imagine spending 14 bill, 15 to 16. At least now I can do the same thing, but it won't go back down once it hits 16, right? Because that's the thing about the old system that was pretty awful. You spend all that money and all that time just sitting there tapping that item, and it finally gets to like a new star, and then it goes back down to 15, and then you just do exactly the same thing again. Do we keep attack 3%? Yeah, if you don't have anything better, just keep whatever you have as best. Eventually, you'll get better, but until then, just use whatever you got. Like, even for me, I'm using a 2% attack. Like, why not? Use what you got. Is it worth going to 90? That is up to you. That is a very subjective question, in my opinion. I don't really have a particular inkling to go towards 290 to do Baldric specifically. I'll go to 290 eventually from just like grinding or doing my dailies and whatnot. But for me, I don't really care that much. Like, yeah, it's new content, but I don't think N Baldrix and N Jupiter drop anything outside of the fragments, right? It does speed up the opportunity to get your Limbo Eternals, but outside of that, I don't think there's that much of a benefit. Obviously, the end goal is to do the hard versions of these bosses, so then you can get better drops, but that's, for me personally, so far away that I haven't even considered it. Drops the new face? Yeah, but that's for hard, right? Isn't it hard Jupiter the one that drops that? Not N Jupiter? Yeah. So unless you're like, you're gonna get to hard Jupiter, I guess there's like not that much point in rushing it. That's always the thing, right? Like, you can have the levels, but if you're not on spec to do certain content, then the levels are not as big. Hello, Shira. For me, I use Steam. The Steam launcher after swapping to it is a lot better. It updates a lot nicer as well. Because the Nexon launcher is such a weird way of updating the game. It's like it downloads the entire game and then it installs itself and then deletes itself. I don't know. It's so weird. I don't have the storage space to do that anymore. My SSD is getting really full and I haven't bothered to buy a new one. Whereas for Steam, it updates the game like a normal launcher. Thank God. Am I almost done? 4 more to go. We're almost free. What's the FD gain? I wouldn't know, unfortunately. We're almost done. You're unable to launch the game. Maybe it's make sure you check that the process is not running. Sometimes my game gets stuck and I have to manually end the process and then relaunch. That happened a lot when exit lag was broken. I'm kind of glad I claimed all of these on my rel and not my Kana. It would have been kind of sad getting to this level. All those boosters basically made me skip a level. That's nice. Maybe I should try to do like 5 boosters a day or something like that. So this doesn't happen again. Have enough for a unique try. Will we get it on the first try though? Probably not. Oh. That's okay, we'll try again later. Once we get some more. We can just check in the calculator anyway. It tells you how much EXP you would get. Like for here, what level are these guys? They're only like 275, right? Let's just put 275. Well, 275 I get 0.97 per booster. Whereas if I went to the highest level area, I'll get 1.03. So the difference is what? 0.03% difference per booster. So across 100 boosters, there'll be 3% EXP difference. But at least here I can pick up all the stuff, so I'll pay the 3% difference, it's fine. That's like one monster park. Not even one monster park less. It's more than that, but it's not that much EXP difference. No, I was gonna say 30 to 50% is pretty significant. It's also like, I value the mob drops here. I do actually need the energy. So if I farm on bigger maps that are high level, I probably will miss out on energy. Yeah, the total EXP value difference is like 3% across 100 boosters. Like, that's whatever. It's whatever at this level. If it was 3% at level 285, that's a different story. But 3% at 275, or 278 in this case, it's whatever. One more booster, and then we're free. Then I can play the game again. At least I think it's only one more booster. Nice. Last one. And my coupons also run out. Nice. All according to plan. What's the plan post booster? Probably need to check what other things, what other bosses I have left. I'll probably finish my dailies as well. One per thing, yeah. Also, don't even know if I'll one-shot in the higher maps. Maybe I will, but I'm not down to find out. Now, for me, a lot of it is also like my motivations are higher when I'm willing to do lazier things, you know. This is good enough. At some point, you learn to accept that good enough is all you need. You don't need perfection. They make shorter easier to use. It would be cool if you could use a certain amount of them, and then they will just give you that amount of EXP. So you have to do 100 mobs anyway, let's say, right? Like the 100 seconds. But if you pop 100 of them at the same time, each of the mobs give you 100 times EXP. I think something like that might be nice. It's like, yeah, if you're really adamant on making people do the content, sure. But it would be convenient not to do 100 of these separately and just do 100 at once. Kind of like Monster Park, you know, run one Monster Park run, get 7 times the EXP. That sort of vibe. But they're not going to do that, because it's like you said, Melvin. They designed it so then people will stay online for longer. Alright, that's all done. Right, let's take a break from doing that. My eyes, I'm gonna be seeing these like express booster mobs in my nightmares. Everywhere I look, I see the express booster mobs. Helps you level up your fams faster. It doesn't matter if I only pick up like 50 fam cards every half an hour anyway. One star spec box. Nice. Ooh, 3 black flames. What did I get? don't remember what was my worst flame. Was it this one? Let me check my little flame calculator thingo. I've just been going down the list. Alright. Apparently, my daybreak / my book. Let me just update this real quick. It's not great, but it's something. It's probably my daybreak still. 60 and 6 is not great. Oh, apparently my book is worse. Or easier to upgrade. Is that right? Damn. Ever so slightly. I mean, they're about the same anyway. It's fine. Alright, what other daily check-ins do I need to do here? Make sure you guys do Ride or Die, probably resets tomorrow. Operation Dive probably also resets tomorrow if you haven't done that. This thingo. Get your free fragments. Momentum Pass. Alright, claimed everything. Burning Express. Yep. Did I do all of the runs here? You love suffering? I just do one run and I call it a day. Alright, I've already done that. Easy. Operation Dive is weekly. Yep. Alright, so that's all done. Let me have a look. I have some boss mules I still need to do. Let me check if I've done my Battle Mage's Black Mage run. I feel like I already did. I'll check. You're gonna be here until 6 AM? Dude, you're cooked. It's over, dude. Okay, I've already done Black Mage with this character. I can do my weeklies on my Cannon Master. Quickly run through these. This. Go Dark Nil. Maybe in the future I could do like 23 star stuff, but it's not happening anytime soon. Oh yeah, that's right. Because I swapped over. Dude, the mem leak is so real after changing over from Challenger World to whichever server. One week of MF3, 8 hours a day. Could not be me, dude. Oh, my energy's full in this character. Should probably make some boosters here. See if we get anything fun as Cannon Master. Probably not. Actually, maybe if I get like 160 items, maybe I can see myself pushing it to 23. The level 200 items too expensive. If I had a second sub pendant or something, would have been cool to try to tap one of these maybe. But I don't have any spare sub pendants. I have a lot of CFEs on this character, holy crap. A lot of belts as well. I gotta clean up my inventory at some point, there's a bunch of garbage there. Ugh, will. I'll do will later. Will's always last. I hate that boss. Too many segments. Hopefully Lucid lines up right in the middle. That's pretty good. I think the only other weekly boss I need to do is Limbo on my Kana. I believe we're running that tonight. There's a tiny chance if I get a Limbo armor box, I can have all my Eternals. Using all these boosters, you get 280. Yeah, it actually gives you quite a lot of EXP. It's just, it takes a while. It takes a while to get through all of them. How many of you guys also just went through all the boosters? Two more to go. Nice. Yeah, I finished mine just about 10 minutes ago as well. Now I'm just changing things up by running my weeklies. The weeklies are a nice break, you know? It's good money as well. I need to save one Black Mage run though. I'm at 46 bill. After I do all this, I should be back at 50, and then it resets in 2 days, and we can do it all over again. Maybe I'll do Adversary before I do Will. The amount of times I've just wanted to skip Will, but the money is too good and painful. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. 500 mil still too good. Challenger will get B, the main gets C. Is it still based off of like overall class? Like maybe there's just less paladins in Challenger World. which is a very high chance. Yeah, I don't understand really how the rankings work. I just do my one run, and what I get is what I get. And try not to think about it too much. I just realized I parried the wrong color before. Oh no. Barely clear on your main, keep getting A or B. You got SS. Yeah. I should do Rather Die on my rel actually. It's just free rewards, right? I just need to do some stuff against C-Vel. Is that how it works? I'm gonna build this gauge. Hopefully I can build it to max. Still need to... Wait 5 seconds over here. Yeah, I should do that more often actually. Just wait for my bar to be full. Try not to grief too much. Ring box. Just will left. Yeah, the ring boxes are nice for Challenger World. If you happen to hit a raw 5, a lot of classes can do pretty well with that. I think for Arel, not so much, right? Arel's burst is so quick. I guess you get extra DPS afterwards with some spears, but it's kind of whatever. Raw 6 on the other hand though, so good on every class. How many of you guys got raw 6s over the last week? I would really like to treble rings, but don't think that's happening anytime soon. I I would like to give my mechanic a raw 4 it deserves. Yeah, raw 6 would be nice. Don't know what to use it on. Yeah, you just have to probably find a boss that you can run twice, basically. Run 2 bosses in one sitting. It's probably Lotus Damien. They're the easiest ones, oftentimes. Either that, or you can like one burst out of V-Healer or Gloom or something. Or Lucid, actually. I feel like for some people, Lucid is... It's kind of becoming one burstable. I feel like if I got that on my IRL, I would probably run like... Maybe... Gloom into V-Healer. Or Will into V-Healer. Will to Gloom. One of those ones. It's a bit hard though. Sometimes, like, if you're not strong enough, then you have to settle for Damien or Lotus. Which is fine. Squeeze Golix in there too. Maybe at the very end. Depends on how fast you are. You don't want to grief yourself by going to Golix. It's a daily boss anyway. It's so nice, I don't have to do the mission anymore for my Cannon Master. I can actually kill P3 immediately. I've definitely forgotten a few times to not kill Will instantly. Are they making these tests faster as well? Because I know they're getting rid of 1 for P1. So instead of 3 segments, it's only 2. Are they doing anything for P2? I can't believe this used to be 5 tests, man. Now we only had to do 3 and it still feels so long. We're all getting terrorized by this guy. You actually get like 1 whole soul Earth energy per weekly cycle. That's so much energy. I need to be more diligent in giving away my boosters to my other characters. Nope. I was not meant to ascent there. Hello, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I think I only have my mechanics weeklies left to do. I'm too lazy though. Not the mechanic. Yeah, I've done everything else, wow. Did all of them in one setting. I think yesterday I did a lot. Maybe I should try to make my mechanic a little bit stronger. I wouldn't mind it being a bit stronger, but it's just so much effort to grind on it right now. It is haste though. I don't know. It's so close to being good. I should have tapped a little bit on it during Shining. I think it has a lot of 19 stars. Vellum could really go without a death animation too. Is there any visual changes in P2? That's a shame. That is quite the shame. Hello, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Last boss for the Cannon Master. Okay, 52 bill. I have an extra crystal this week because I did carling. Usually don't do carling, but it's all good. So much crap is expiring. Alright, that is all done. Can I be bothered doing my mechanics bosses? Maybe not. Let me check my Blaze Wizard real quick. I think he has a Zerk that I don't mind flaming a little bit. Have a lot of random red flames and such. I guess I could technically save them for limbo pieces tonight. I'll probably pick maybe the shoulder? Not the shoulder, sorry. The shoes. A quick look. Yeah, nah, that's not being used anytime soon. So yeah, today I'll have a limbo run. That'll give me 10 pieces. If I pick shoe, then I just need to wait for gloves at some point. The massive flashbang, true. I don't know why Vellum, like, just dies like that. It's so bright. Alright, that should be easy to fix. Should be able to do another set of expeditions soon. Oh, wow, finished all those in 20 minutes. I need to find something I can cube. It's a bit of a waste that I have these solid cubes expiring. 2 mag pots as well. It's alright, I just have to wait. Let's go back to Challenger World. You know, actually, no. I'm gonna restart my client, because I know it's just gonna lag if I swap back. Let me just restart my game. We love mem leaking. Do you guys also experience that in your game when you swap between Challenger World and your normal server? Because I notice it a lot when I swap over. It's like the RAM usage just spikes really hard. It's only when I swap between Challenger. Should probably do MPE at some point too. Do my dailies, all that fun stuff. Vellum flashbang. Yup, just a classic restart. Okay, actually, how many boss crystals can I sell here? 3 more. Alright, let's quickly do these then. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully I can just ascend out of these bosses now. I'm 40 mil combat power. Man, I kind of regret, like, I forgot about Shining for Challenger World. Maybe I should have made some gains. This is a grief to try to make the gains now. I'm only going up to 17 star anyway. Or I can wait 2 weeks. Waiting 2 weeks sounds kind of boring though. do Magnus and Pap. Actually, does Magnus give more than Seavel? I don't think so, right? Seavel gives more. I do have some slight concerns about this character, and it's that when I eventually world leap it and get rid of the challenger armor, I can see myself going back to CRA, but I haven't been doing the normal Root Abyss bosses, or like the Chaos Root Abyss bosses. What if I can't hit 22? Or can't hit 21? Am I just cooked? 280 when? Honestly, sooner than I expected. I kind of expected to get to 280 by the end of the month. But at the pace that I'm going now, maybe like 2 weeks. Kerning Tower! Oh no. Not the Kerning Tower. Profession coupon. Raises it to level 9. Oh, raises 1 level. I was gonna say, straight to 9, that's pretty good. Alright, 14 bill. Pretty decent. Let's do the rest of these dailies. Get them out of the way. Oh, I haven't done all my procs yet for today. Maybe I should do that. Yeah, actually, maybe I should... Then again, it's a lot of grinding. Yeah, I'll probably end up grinding a bunch tomorrow anyway. It's fine. What do we need to buy before it resets tomorrow? Is there anything we need to buy? Mecha Berry resets in 2 days, so I don't have to worry about that. I think the Express Boosters also reset in 2 days. I don't remember if I bought the Express Boosters though. Every time I get excited about making gains on this character, I keep thinking about the amount of energy that I don't have. That's alright. Alright, how's everybody's Express Boosters going? Did you guys finish up, or are you guys still getting cooked by Express Boosters? Thankfully, I've done all the ones that are expiring for me personally, but I can feel it impacting my soul a little bit. You have another 36 to use. Oh, that's another... about an hour to go through them, huh? Oh, trust me, I wish I could, like, give myself the energy. If I was just in, like, in Hyperion, I could just transfer. But it's not possible right now. I don't really want to world leap too because the resources are too good. I want to see if I can hold off from clearing any bosses until the end of the week. I need to make another video, but I don't really have much to show on Challenger World at the moment. I'm probably not going to be doing any update until the end of the next reset. Because I want to see if I can do Kai. So I need to find something to upload. I don't know. figure that out later. Ooh, a droplet. The rare droplet. Just chilling on the floor. Are you saving them? I wouldn't say like necessarily saving them. There's no difference between my character being at 278 or 279, right? So I don't need to use them immediately. But if I hold them until later, at least it's easier to calculate how much EXP I'm getting. So I tend to try to use everything all at once. Just so then I know what to expect in terms of EXP. I am pretty close to 280 though. Because let's say I do all the 40 boosters I currently have on me. These ones are expiring at the end of the event. Let's say I finish all of those. Then we'll get another... I don't know if I bought this week's 10. So let's say I haven't. I have a total of 61 of them. Right? That will easily get me to 279. And then I add on top of that 2 Monster Park Extreme runs. 2 Angler Companies. That will give me what? Let's say another 25%. Some Monster Park runs in between, maybe like 35%. And if I use all the EXP vouchers, I think they give me roughly like 9% every 2,000. Actually, I could reasonably get to 280 by the end of the week. Yo, HK is doable, maybe? Actually kind of winnable. I hope that HK run, when I do run the boss, is not going to take me the full 20 minutes. I don't know if I can focus for 20 minutes. The boss is very repetitive. It's a fun boss, but I feel like if I have to pay attention for that long, I'm going to die out. I was barely able to pay attention in my Black Mage run, so for a boss that I'm not that familiar with, I'd rather it be quick. Might do some down bad off eventing, just to get free damage in a way. Actually, where's my item burning at the moment? Okay, no matter what, I can't get the upgrade item burning until like the following week. Following week at earliest. That, and then I'll need to do each of these once. Alright, let's finish up some arcane symbols, get some free damage. Oh, I haven't talked to those NPCs yet for the celebration thing. It's like 4x coupons and stuff, right? It's like free things. I need to change this later as well. Yeah, I'm actually so excited for this character to be done with his arcane symbols. Everybody's so happy about their liberations and stuff like that. I just want to be done with my arcane symbols. Do you guys have any like daily things that you guys just hate doing? For me, it's definitely arcane symbols. More so than Monster Park. I already don't really like Monster Park as is. But the symbols, man. I'm okay never seeing another arcane symbol again for a while. $277, 10%. $279, 23%. Yo. 200 boosters? You went through like 200 boosters. Holy crap. Yeah, they'll teach you to hold on to them. You said never again. But we all know it's gonna happen again at some point. Whether it be you or me, somebody's gonna do that again. But yeah, it's a good reminder though. Hopefully you guys are aware that the boosters are running out or expiring soon. I couldn't do that. I feel like I'm dying already after doing 2 hours of the boosters. I don't know, it feels so much more active, doesn't it? Because even though you're not really doing anything, it's just like being aware that you have to keep popping them. It's just the mental damage. Too many boosters. How many do you have, Shah? All of them? You've used all of them. Okay, very good. You're better than some of us here. Definitely better than me. How can you world leap right now? If you wanted the world leap right now, I think you go to Hennessy's and there's a guy there. Is there a way to reset it? There are items that can reset it, but they don't come very often. It's like a fam reroll card. Every once in a while you'll get access to that through an event or something, but typically if you have a useless unique, you can't really do much with it. I would say though, it's fine to keep some of the useless ones because eventually you will get access to random reroll cards. And then you can use it on those ones. But yeah, typically they're not that easily accessible. It's usually like some events or you gotta do some things and then they'll drop. I believe in this event, there is like a chance that you get the reroll cards from the Mystic Frontier thingo. You don't want to think about the ones you bought weekly? That's all of us, man. That's all of us. So that means that we should learn from our past mistakes and we should actually start using them, right? Not just holding on to them for the entire event. Right, guys? We will be using our boosters every once in a while. Zero 02 gives you one. I haven't done it at all. The Mystic Frontier thing. No, it's on the other side of the world. I think this is my least favorite game out of all the weekly ones. I know a lot of people hate Spirit Savior, but this is my least favorite for sure. Alright, then I'll swap this. Time for Spirit Savior. Hey. Oh my god, one of my skills killed the thing. Great. The Asphero one, because it takes so long? That's fair. I think the Lachlan one, because I don't pay attention to anything. I think it's particularly bad for me because I don't pay attention. It's so easy for me to forget where things are. Oh. Oh, that's convenient. What? One of the guys died because my sentinel hit it from across the world. Yeah, I try my best to remember in Latch too, but sometimes the first one is just the last room you check, and then you forget. This one is also not great because it's a long time. This one just takes a while. At least it's easy. I remember Lachlan was one of my least favorites when it used to be Dream Defender, but when they changed it to this new version, I can't believe I said it, but like, I did kind of miss Dream Defender. The worst part of a Dream Defender is the climb. The climb up Dream Defender just was so tedious. They also had rankings, yeah. And then you could talk to the NPCs after doing Dream Defender, and they gave you extra coins that you could trade in for your symbols. It was a nice touch. Dream Defender rankings, man. At some point though, like, Dream Defender was like one of the worst ones to start, but it became one of the better ones in terms of arcane symbol, yeah, like income, something like that. If you couldn't clear very many stages, Lachlan was very slow compared to the others, especially when it came to when it came to Choo Choo. Choo Choo just gave so much in comparison to every other region. Oh my god, remember doing Erda Spectrum daily? Yeah, I'm glad they changed these into weeklies. I don't think the player base was ready for Erda Spectrum daily, or Spirit Savior daily. Too many sweats in Ride or Die. I did one run, and I get what I get. Speedrun to 280. It was just all the express boosters. Gave so much EXP. Alright, I can adjust my planner after this, because I'll be done with some of my symbols now. I think some of us are getting close to finishing some symbols. You're new. Yeah. You didn't finish your sentence. You're new to N. Baldrix. Thoughts? Spirit Savior Guide. I remember back when Spirit Savior you can get up to like 20,000 points. That was a fun achievement. Legacy achievement. Step 1, pick a class that could actually get 20k. Fun is a bad word? What are you talking about? I almost missed that. You get kicked for taking too much damage? Yup. Oh. Don't worry about it. Just don't get hit by the thing that chases you around. Okay, I wasn't aiming at that one, but I'm glad I hit something. The worst one was like when you got kicked out, you didn't get very many points. Hello, Domary. Yeah, you also took damage from the thing. Hang on. What? Alright, is that all of them? Nice. Some symbols done. Can adjust my planner now. I'm done with this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I need to do one more Spirit Savior. And I think I can change my guide as well. Oh. No, I needed that one. Actually, I don't need any of these anymore, except Asphera. Where's the Asphera one? I mean, I could have used Celis, right? Sure. Nice. The boosters from Burning Express expire at reset. It expires like 2 hours after reset. So if you haven't done them, I should probably do them now. Because that's basically what I did before. I used like 60 of them. Now my brain's a little bit mushed. How long did it take you to solid BM? For my character, it took me about 30 to 40 minutes. No, I thought I was done. I still need to do Monster Park. It's just infinite things to do on this character. Stop. All the things that should be done, but not. It's all because of these boosters. Why do we leave things to the last moment? We don't learn, do we? But yeah, for the Burning Express, they will expire like kind of soon. Meant learning the boss? Well, back when I learnt the boss, it was in a 6-man party. I think it took us like 10 or 12 tries across the span of like a month to be able to get our first clear as 6. Just to give you context of when I learned how to do the boss. Learning to solo the boss though, I think it only took me about a couple of days to get it. But that was also with like a lot of prior experience playing it in a party. So it's kind of hard to say. You kind of just build up the, I guess, you get used to the boss. For my battle mage, I think it took me close to like 2 weeks to get it done though, because it was a 59-minute run at the time. So it was quite difficult for me personally. You know, enter once a day? Yeah, once a day. Gotta spend a whole key. Different times, man. When they introduced practice mode for Black Mage, the boss became so much more accessible. Vacuum clear was nuts. I think for the time, it was quite under spec, wasn't it? Because I cleared with like just Mastery 1. I had like a 17-star arcane weapon or whatever it was. It was a different time. It wasn't supposed to be so close though. I almost like timed out because I didn't have mana overload on. That I'll never forget. Stupid mana overload. Why is that thing even turned off, man? It probably would have shaved off for like 5 minutes. Yeah, maybe not 10. I was playing pretty carefully because I only had 2 lives going into P4, so I played like a coward. And I think that was my first time going into P4, and genuinely it was really hard to see, because when Battle Mage bursts, it changes the background. Everything just goes like really dark purple, right? You couldn't really see the FMA properly, and I remember being like, oh my god, this skill is so grief. I can't see the lightning. First time you min-cut? Yeah, first time I min-cut. It wasn't my first solo, but it was the first min-cut. My first solo I did on my Corsair a long while ago. It was like a 40-minute run though. But that was also a different time because I didn't have Fountain. I don't even remember, did my Battle Mage have Fountain? If it had Fountain, then the clear was like slightly less impressive in my eyes. Like Fountain kind of trivialized some of the mechanics. I remember mad struggling in Black Mage. Like P2 Black Mage with no Fountain is actually really hard. My Battle Mage did not have Fountain? Alright, then I feel like my run has a little bit more merit. Fountain made the boss a lot easier. But I was also playing a teleport class. Like, teleport classes kind of have it alright. Flash jump classes, though, without Fountain, especially in P2, kind of miserable. Those chains just, like, chunk you. That was genuinely a problem that I had when I was doing my first Black Mage solos. Just P2, just dying to chains. You get hit by a chain, then you just know you can't use a potion for so long. So you either have to back out of the fight, or like calm down in the fight to be able to heal. Yeah, it's hard. You gotta do like the whole jump attack nonsense. Hit 282? Hey, congrats on 282. Man, how good is Monster Park sometimes, guys? I always talk crap about the content, but I can't deny it. It's a lot of EXP. And Shangri-La Monster Park's decent as well. It's not too difficult. Just jump through. Was I slacking? I mean, I've missed a couple of days. Come back to Spring 1? No. Don't make me go back there today. I don't want to go back to Spring 1. I've done my time in jail. I've done my time. 41 boosters left? Yeah, but they expire next month. These are different boosters. That's right. I'm not fully slacking, just slacking slightly. How long will it take me to do the Seavel run, by the way, for Ride or Die? Will it take me a long time? Like, will I even, like, clear? Is there a chance I'll time out? I don't know what the damage required is for these things. 5 minutes, max timer. What if I die out? Do I still get points if I die out? Can I just go in, do a little bit of damage, die, and just get C? Maybe a B. I mean, may as well. I haven't done any Ride or Die stuff on my Challenge World, but maybe it's time. Alright, where's the thing? Where's challenge the world? Ride or die. Your score will boost others up. That's okay. As long as I get a C, that's all that matters. And let's be fair, I'm an Irel. It's like 100,000 Irels in the server. One extra is not going to count. You guys reckon I can get a C? Thank you for your sacrifice. Alright, I'm just gonna hope that I do this, and then they'll give me a roll 5 or roll 6. I don't know if I'll get a B because I don't have a Jenny weapon. Oh god, it's so bright. Decided to last minute buy the express booster pass. Oh no, you just jailed yourself for fun. Which is the one that gives you damage? Is it this one? What are the good ones for this? What am I looking for, guys? I mean, these look kind of nice. 10% crit damage. Do I need a cooldown hat? You're looking for the final damage one. Ignore defense. That's just the shield thing, right? Increases maximum limit. Is this good? Is that the one you were talking about for final damage? I mean, this is probably good enough, right? That's 4 of them that look like they give damage. Alright. Can I pop G-skills in this? Alright, we'll just go in. I'll be surprised if I can get a B. Oh yeah, I have to summon fams when I go in as well, don't I? How do I play this class again? It was so funny, like, doing this the first time after so long. Oh, I have an origin I didn't use. That's alright. I can only fit one origin anyway. I remember when I was doing this on my Kana. It was kind of nostalgic. Reminds me of the good old days when we actually like struggled Vellum. Hey. Hey. No. Bumping me around. I gotta stop getting bumped around by this guy. Oh, do not miss the guy sitting in the corner telling me things. Oh. fams were inside. I think my fams are out, yeah. Yes, I do have fams. Do I get anything for having more lives as well? Because I remember the old Ride or Die, you lost points if you died, right? Or what I get stunned by. Hits matter? Oh, you told me I was supposed to dodge everything? Ah, that's right. I don't have the focus for that anyway. This boss is so nostalgic though. I don't know why. It's just bringing you back to a simpler time. Learning how to do C-Vel. Getting hit tanks your score. Aw, man. Should have paid attention a little bit more. Got bumped around a little bit too much for my liking. Oh no. Nope. I'll try to bind the boss. I can't dodge that. I didn't have my iframe up. It's all good. I did what I can. I'm just going through this thing. Oh. Hey. What the? It said failed already. Surely that doesn't count. What? That counted! It said failed. The thing finished already and I died afterwards. And it counted. What? We got scammed. Why do you guys tell me these things? Nobody tells me anything. Alright. Ooh, Pendant. I had a Pendant of the Spirit the whole time. Oh, I shouldn't have just claimed it on this character. I'm not going to be training on my Arel for much longer. Should have claimed it on my Kana. Oh well. Am I coming back to Spring 1? Nah, not right now. Got a B though. Yeah, B's not bad. I'll take it. Alright. I think I've done all of my dailies and weekly things. I just need to do MPE. Let me get rid of some of these things here. I don't need to do Magnus or Rudibus. Remember easier? I mean, next week I'm just gonna... It would just depend on what I get, right? If I get a Raw 5 or whatever, would be nice. Drop coupon would be nice. Mag pots would be nice. What the? A random arcane symbol selector. Guess that just goes into Esfera. Because yeah, this will reset on Thursday, don't need to do that anymore. A few more of this. That's right. Okay. Pretty good. That's more or less everything done for the time being. I just need to grind a little bit more, get to 280 on this character, and then we're done. I can try Kai. Thank you for your contribution. Does it even help you if I run it? Just making sure. Did I forget anything? Probably not. Oh. You know, I've tried to upgrade this so many times already. Like this 10%, I've already failed it probably like 40 or 50 times. I have not hit this 10% yet. And this exchange is tomorrow. That's alright. It's done. Oh, I should do this. Aha. So when we do the next reset, I'll get more energy. That will add up. I need some of these. And I can save these flames for when I liberate. Right, let's chill. Ah. Forgot about this. There's a bunch of stuff here. 2,000 EXP vouchers. Ooh. You know what? Not bad. Then how much do I have now? You get... I have another 6,000, so basically 8,000. I can quickly check out how much EXP they'll give. Let's assume I hit 279. How much EXP is 8,000 tickets? 8,000 tickets is 33%. What's the rewards for I die? It's pretty much the same thing as last time, although you get a little bit more chances of getting the better rings, right? It feels like a lot of people have seen the ring boxes, which is nice. Fell 20 times 10 to 11. Mate, I'm at 6, aren't I? Yeah, I'm at 7. This guy failed that many times from 10 to 11. I failed that many times from 7 to 8. I think I ran it on my Kana. For Challenger, not for Challenger World, for Hyperion. I'm gonna have a quick look before I end today's stream. I'm gonna end it a little bit early because I need to figure out stuff for dinner. Also, like, doing all those express boosters has made my brain melt a little. Does it tell you what it is if you go to the portal? Oh. I just realized I didn't use any of my ascents. Ah, I'm an A. I'll take it. That's good enough. I could probably do better, but that's fine. Too lazy. I think when I originally ran it, I was at a B. Now it's A. Alright, if I do my dailies today, this character, my Shangri-La symbol will level up. Yo, I'll be doing more damage to Limbo. That's pretty good. How to use the unique formula. I think it's just a card that sits there, but when you put it into points under fusion, it'll fill up the fusion gauge more. Something like that. Yeah, I think though that'll probably be it for today, because I'm gonna head out and do some other things. So yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today. Hopefully you guys are doing okay regarding your express boosters if you haven't finished those up. Just a reminder, they are going to expire in like under 12 hours. So if you haven't finished those up, you should have a look at that. And yeah, I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'll probably start my stream in the morning. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, we'll figure it out in the morning. Alright. Appreciate you guys' support as always, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.